She laughed. Not the warm, bedroom kind of laugh, the soft, buried-in-pillows kind, but a sharp, deliberate crack that echoed through granite countertops and false smiles. It was the kind meant to wound. I had just filled her wine to the brim, set it before her like a peace offering. She sat with 3 of her colleagues at our kitchen island, all polished smiles and surface charm. No one shifted to make space for me. "Daniel's still playing picky with job offers," she said, swelling her glass like it held judgment. Translation: no job. Laughter flickered around the island like sparks off dry wood, quick, cruel, wrapped in faux sympathy. One of them looked at me briefly, guilt brushing her face, then looked away. I didn't react. I didn't blink. Just stood there, stone, invisible. But I heard every syllable. In the silence after, I scrubbed the wine from my hands like it was something dainty, like blood. The faucet ran too hot. That night she curled into me, kissed my cheek like nothing had happened. Her lips brushed my jaw. "You know I'm joking, right?" she murmured. "You'll land something, eventually." That word stuck like rust in a wound. Eventually. I gave her a nod. No words. What could I say? That the company she praised, the one they all worked at, was mine? She didn't know. None of them did. I'd built the firm from nothing, then buried myself behind holding groups, shell names, laid ownerships, intentionally invisible. I wanted to be seen by who saw me, not my title. But that moment made it personal. Her joke, their laughter, high indifference. So I began to observe, not her body or eyes, but her tone, her rituals, her messages, her lies. A random ride-share receipt, destination unfamiliar. "Sister's place," she said. Her sister texted later, "Are you two coming this weekend?" That was her first mistake. People always forget the quiet one is still watching. Her passwords were predictable. Pet names, dates, nothing special. What I found inside was worse than I imagined. Chats, late-night jokes, flirtation, deleted replies, secret photos. He was a coworker, just a friend. She told him things I never heard. She gave him pieces of herself I thought were only mine. Then she came home, kissed me, and slept in my bed. The goal. I started recording, archiving, screenshots, audio from whispered calls while I pretended to sleep. Still, I never said a word. Instead, I reached out to my board, requested a quarterly meeting, quietly instructed HR to prepare disciplinary notices. The date was set, 10 a.m. sharp. That morning, she kissed my cheek again, said she had a client fire to handle. She didn't even try to lie well. I arrived early, through the underground garage. Like always, the boardroom buzzed with that hushed, nervous energy. Everyone felt something. At 9:58, she walked in like she belonged. Blouse I bought, shoes I recognized. She didn't notice me right away. Then our eyes met. Her stride faltered. I gestured to the seat across from me. "She Saturday." I slid a folder toward her. Inside, transcripts, receipts, printed chats, red ink timestamps. She opened it. Froze. She tried, but I stood and faced the room. "These 4 employees," I said, voice clear, "are terminated immediately for gross misconduct, breach of internal protocols, and violation of executive confidentiality." Gasps, whispers, panic. Only she understood the full weight. She followed me down the marble hallway. Her heels sharp, breath catching. "Daniel, what the hell was that? You knew? This whole time?" I turned, looked her straight in the eyes. "I founded that company 10 years ago. I kept my name out of it so I could see people's real faces." Her face went pale, a hand to her mouth. "You joked at my expense. You tore me down, in my own home, in front of people I paid." "I didn't mean." "You did," I said, steady. "I was overwhelmed." Distant. "Still what? Think I didn't have value?" She tried to touch my arm. I stepped back. You looked at me like a Biden. I listened to every lie you whispered to someone else while coming home to me. She cried. I didn't care. I didn't offer comfort. This wasn't revenge. This was clarity. This was never about my job, I said quietly. It was about respect. And you sold that for a moment of laughter. She didn't follow me out. Maybe she couldn't. Maybe the mask had finally shattered. I reached the car, engine purring. The morning air felt crisp, strange, almost cleansing. I rolled down the window, exhaled. No rage, no regret. She turned me into a shadow in my own life. So I became the shadow that erased hers. I looked at the doors once. Then I drove off. Never looked back. Not even a glance.